Muppets, Motu, Mario, Mafex becoming Nafex, all that and more tonight on the recap. Previously on the recap.
None of that had to do anything with toys, but what's up, y'all?
I'm sorry I mentioned Cracker Barrel, honestly. I didn't mean for that to happen.
I'm sorry for bringing up Lincoln Logs. That's how we got here.
Is it Thursday? Is it Friday? No one seems to know. Welcome to the inconsistent show about the consistent flow of toy news and information. No need to change the station. This is your new weekly show. Welcome to the recap. Welcome to the recap. Welcome to the recap.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Friars Day. Oh, that's not right. You know what? What's more inconsistent than showing up on a Saturday for your Thursday, Friday show, right? You got to find new and inventive ways to remain inconsistent. Remember, inconsistency is key. Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to the recap. This is your inconsistent show about the consistent flow of toy news and information. We've got a 2-hour show lined up for you. It might be shorter than that. I doubt it, but we're on a window tonight. Collecting Justified will immediately follow. So make sure you head over there after this. Talking a little bit of DC toy information over there. Should be a nice, fun conversation. But here, we're going to talk the last week or so in toy news and action figures and see what's been going on. Of course, I do want to remind you, if you've been here before, this is your first time, don't forget to hit that like and, go ahead and hit that subscribe. Also, if you are into joining cults, you do have the option to do that. So I do want to just give a shout out to the cult members right now. Of course, I just talked about Collecting Justified, but that is on Just Justin Collect's channel. Again, that is at 9 p.m. tonight. So immediately following the recap, you'll be able to find Alexi and myself over on Collecting Justified. But speaking of Alexi, why don't I start bringing up the co-hosts for this evening? Let's see. We've got Yaboysgottoys. Actually on the scene. What's going on?
Coming to you live from the armpit of California, Fresno, that is. I'm here in the brewery, the only brewery in City, and there's a lot here. But this is the best place to drink and be and have a stream. And I even have a live studio audience. My brother is here having a beer with me.
Wow, a live audience. See, I like this. 2026, we've upped the ante, right? Now we have on the scene reporters. We're out there. Okay, he's coming to you live. Alexi, we have a few others joining us, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully, the Wi-Fi hangs out with us where you are. We can only hope for the best, right? But
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Let's bring him up now, though. We've got the man. He's TikTok famous. You know it. You've seen him there. You know the deal.
That's a fact, sir. He's a Blactor. That's a fact, sir. He's a Blactor. That's a fact, sir. He's a Blactor. Shows, horses, and Garfield.
And a slice of pizza. What's going on, Lorenz?
I took too big of a bite of the breadstick, so now I'm just going to be chewing.
I feel, I mean, that's a good way to not have to like say anything for the intro, you know, just keep it moving. We are on a time limit, and we all know that theme songs take up 30 minutes of this show. So let's not delay any further. John, welcome. Nice shirt, by the way.
Yeah. There are reasons to be optimistic if you're an action figure collector and a DC fan this week. So
that's right. That's right.
Oh.
We've already lost our on the scene guy. So well, maybe he'll be back.
That's crazy because like his internet was so 2006 just now. I'm amazed that happened.
It was not great. And look at that.
Like, oh, there we go.
I'm going to play the theme song every time you drop in and out. All right. Let's see. Who's next? We've got Z-Man. Let's bring him up. It's very mysterious.
When does he sleep? He's the one they call Agent Z-Man.
I like the added mystery there. That was good.
Yeah, I didn't expect me to be bled out. But how's it going, everyone?
Added a nice new layer to everything. All right. Look, we've got the last person joining us this evening. He attempted to join us last week. Little technical difficulties, so he was invited back, but he's everyone's favorite, so I would never say no. Let's bring up Christopher Allen.
Hey, it's everyone's favorite. It's Christopher Allen. Hey. Hey.
Christopher Allen, what's going on?
Hello. I
How
gotta
you
work
doing?
on my entrances. Z-Man's got like he's really cooking with his entrances.
Yeah, he's putting us all to shame.
You never know. I could be the next co-host of Dan Who's stream.
He's oh, I see what's happening here. He's trying to show off a little bit to get back in Dan's good graces. Okay, understood.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's see what we've got in the chat. Jay's Toy Collection, who was live earlier, doing a little Royal Rumble action. So Jay, what's going on? At 4 hours of Royal Rumble live streaming, time for Kenny to take over this evening of entertainment. That's right, we're taking over right now, and then Justin will take over later. Not for entertainment, he'll just take over. That's it. Clouds out there, Saturday. What is happening here? Yeah, again, Friars Day, Saturday. I feel like there's an S in Friars Day. That could be Saturday, and we'll just pick a random day of the week to do this thing. Of course, Z-Man, Lorenz out there. Jared Byrne. What's going on, Jared? Welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Of course, John is here. He's there. Everybody's I like it. Imagination Emporium. What's going on? Evening, everyone. Rick is out there. Legion X. What's going on, Rick? Welcome. The Wi-Fi is powered by a keg. Okay, that makes sense. They are not brewing it well. Good tidings to Damian Ristori. What's going on? Dar Sinister. Sup, guys? Look at that. We've got a new cult member. So let's cue some music here for you. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Thank you, Rick. I got to figure out every time I can get that thing up there. I know how much you guys like it. Hey, this isn't Friars Day. That's right. It's not. Kevin Beatty, what's going on? Dan is out there. Dan, you don't have to be up late. Royal Rumble already happened, so you're good. You did miss the theme tunes, though, but still appreciate you being here. Look at that. Cheeky Monkey Kiara is here. Hey, welcome. Thank you for dropping in. All right. Okay, guys. So let's see. It's time to get into the last week or so in action figures. So let's do it. All right. So the first thing I have here for you, Your Marvel Legends pre-order this week was your Deadpool and Dogpool pre-order, and this hit you with a like $40+ price tag. Okay, this is absolutely something that would not have been considered a deluxe about 5 years ago, but that's where we are now. So, this is not one I actually pre-ordered. I tend to pre-order anything that's coming out Deadpool related, but yeah, I gotta wait on this one. The $40 price tag, I'm not really seeing the value here. And you're getting the yellow gold guns. That's okay. What I do like about this is the adamantium Wolverine Logan parts, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Did any of you pre-order this, or is anybody even interested in this? I guess it's a good place to start. No?
Nope.
Okay. That's it.
Pass.
Old news. Yeah, if you want to check some of this stuff out, somebody down there named Dan Hoare, he might have it for you. Just kidding. Dan Who Reviews, he does have that Deadpool wave up there. Some cool looking stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I'm going to wait on this. And Lexi hit it with, got it. Okay. Keep it moving then. Some good news though. Let's see. How about some Mondo Superman? As if Superman wasn't hitting my wallet hard enough with some Hot Toys and everything else coming my way. Mondo did put out the tease. Now, I did see this back at San Diego. They did have it at New York as well. So it's been making the tour around. They hit us with this little tease. They're going to give information on pre-orders and go from there in the coming weeks. Animated series, so I like that. That's something that I don't have a ton of representation for in my display, so I am looking forward to adding this. Are any of you interested in this at all?
No.
It's Mondo. It's Mondo, so it's like immediately pass because of the price.
Yeah.
But did they show Lex Luthor next to him, as in like would be the next reveal? Or am I just thinking I saw a bold suited man next to him?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see, so at least at Comic-Con they didn't. If they have, that would be interesting too. I don't know if I would go that far. I'd probably just stick with Superman, but I don't know. We'll see. What's that?
That's good. Oh, I was just asking, are these the bigger scale figures?
Yeah, yeah. So this will be the bigger scale.
Oh, okay.
I was saying that Mondo always kills it with the accessories, like that Clayface with the Batman coming out of his torso. That was amazing. So I'm not going to get a 1/6 animated Superman, but I'm definitely excited to see what they do with them, even if it's like a kind of exclusive BS.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how it goes. They'll probably go fairly deep with the animated series stuff, but yeah, you're right about the price though. This is going to be, it'll probably be closer to 2. I think 150 ish, but yeah, we'll see. So should probably
generally like. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say I would generally be surprised if like, you know, how they're going to deal with a flying character as Superman, you know, with a cape. Like, is it going to be 2 types of capes, or is it going to be, you know, they give you a soft goods? I know that will probably not be good for the animation style, but
yeah,
you got to have them posing, flying. But I know it's just a Mondo, so I don't expect like that.
I could see like having multiple cape options, you know, one like a little bit wavy and then one just laying flat. But yeah, good question. That is something that they need to think about. All right. I'll keep it with some teases. NECA revealed this week a tease for some Muppets. So they will be taking us from Sesame Street over to the Muppets, which I love this. I'm looking forward to it for sure. So I think at Toy Fair, we should get some reveals for these to see a little bit more of what they're going to do, at least what the first wave will look like. Looks like we'll probably, I mean, Kermit, Fozzie, and Gonzo here, I think. But yeah, I mean, are any of you collecting the Sesame Street stuff?
No.
Would the Muppets bring
The
you
Muppets
in?
are more enticing for me. I'm gonna try to resist them, but I don't know. Maybe I'll pick them up. I like the Muppets more than I like Sesame Street.
The idea of the Muppets has made me think that if I did the Muppets, I would go back and get the Sesame Street as well, because they would. I mean, they are all technically Muppets, so they all would go together.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I have a pretty decent collection of Palisades Muppet figures. I don't need to buy NECA stuff, so
That's fair, and I also know how much you love NECA stuff. So
correct.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably wait for Blockies to do one because, you know, or have they done already? But I'm not a big fan. I didn't grow up with Muppets, so it's a pass for me. But interesting.
And they have a new Muppet show coming out as well. And then of course, like every few years, a movie pops up. So they're always trying to attract new audiences. So that's something too. But yeah, this is something I could be interested in, especially if they do the Super Grover. I feel like I would be in for that. But it's another thing too, like how deep will I go with this? And then it's NECA, so you don't know at what point they're going to just drop, and cut you off. Okay. Looking at you, dinosaurs. Okay. A baby and a pop. Or gargoyles, right? Like they just randomly have gargoyle stuff. So a little bit, could be a little spotty, but I'm curious to see. I'm excited to see what they're going to do, but it may also be worth just trying to backtrack on some of that Palisades stuff. So I don't know, because I don't have any Muppet stuff in the collection. Not that I'm like hurting for Muppets in my display, but I grew up with the Muppets, so I'm fond of it, and it would be something I'd like to add. But we'll see. So we'll see how it goes. I think, like I said, Toy Fair is when we should get some more information about these. So we'll be talking about it again. All right. Let's see. Whatever accessories they come with may sway me. Yeah, and NECA's pretty decent about giving you a good amount of accessories. So we shall see, Justin. Okay, so just when you thought Mcfarlane was done ruining everything that you've ever loved, he's passing on DC and picking up the NFL. So he's going to start making and this too, right? So God forbid the man put DC in a 6-inch scale, but now he's going to take on these sports figures and put them in 6-inch. So I don't know. The decisions are all over the place. I don't know that I would need these in 7-inch scale. I don't know that I need these at all, but we'll see. I mean, I'll probably, if they put out a Ravens one, I would get that, but we'll see how these go. I'm also curious, like, who's playing with it? I don't know. I don't know who the audience is here, but anybody interested in some Mcfarlane sports figures? So you've got football and I believe hockey. They're going to do hockey figures as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have pens? Did he finally get rid of pens?
I mean, they're single jointed, so they don't need them.
Yeah.
But no, they still look like I can see. Yeah, they're still there too.
That's even worse.
Yeah, they're still there. The pins are still in the arms under the elbow.
Yeah, you can see up here. Yeah.
Fail.
Oh, that's not it. There you go. I don't know what that. Oh, NBA. Oh, and the NBA. Okay, so
wow, what?
It really succeeded for Hasbro. So we'll see. How
These probably won't be $50 a piece, though. So.
No.
I mean, still,
This has got to be an elaborate ruse to keep action figure collectors and sports fans separate and hating each other, because he's just I mean, it's top.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted a generic, American football player or hockey player, ice hockey, I'm like, okay, cool, but it's just they're not. Obviously, these are all like teams and that stuff. So, but they don't look like they can pose. They're just going to be borderline statues like Mcfarlane. So it's like,
yeah,
a pass. But if they could have done 6-inch with DC, then what? I mean, they did. He did with one specific line, but not the main line. So it's just weird. It's weird. Mcfarlane's weird.
Just weird decisions.
If you're not good at something, hide it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Man should take his own advice sometimes, but he does not. So, single jointed. That's weird too. I figured after like moving on from DC, he would just stick with the statue stuff. Seems to love to do that, right? So the Marvel statues and the movie Maniacs, the newer Maniacs.
Goofy Image comic stuff.
Yeah, the image. Oh yeah, he's doing that.
I would want him to do more of the Image comic stuff and his own, universe characters like, Anti-Spawn.
Right, like he doesn't really do a ton of Spawn stuff outside of Spawn.
Yeah, outside of Spawn. Although you can get all of the Scorched team, so there's that, but still, it's not like you can't get old school Spawn characters like Curse or Anti-Spawn, like I said, or just even the Angels. But I know the Angels is a whole copyright thing, and
be careful, you're gonna end up getting hockey Spawn or American football Spawn.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
People in the comments there are talking about the Collegiate Legends figures.
Yeah, yeah, good call.
I have one of those, and it's a pretty dang good figure. Like it does everything you need it to do in an action figure, and it does everything you need it to do to get it to pose like a football player, like to do certain things that you have it there. And it's like it's crazy to like have gotten that from a smaller what was that Harbinger Studios is under like there is over. So it's crazy to have gotten it from them. And they're doing these college, like generic guys and real guys. They're doing that. And then to see like, here's this NFL. Here's the NFL guy. And it's going to be much worse.
Yeah.
It's got the articulation of like a 1980s G.I. Joe figure.
Like,
right. It just points to like how delusional this man and his company are about toys and action figures in general, right? Like they don't seem to have a pulse on the whole thing.
I mean, he sold unarticulated Mcfarlane sports picks for a long time. So I don't know. Maybe people buy these. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, those are the ones behind him, right? Like I know that's not Todd, but those are all the like Mcfarlane ones, I think.
Back there, yeah. And I mean, I have some of those older ones, like all the Ravens players that he ever did. I have, but those are they don't articulate.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know. And these aren't gonna be good. So I don't know. We'll see.
these might as well not articulate.
They might. Yeah. They would. It would be better if they didn't. Honestly, it's like, what are we doing here? But I don't know. Here to answer that question though is Cloud. Cloud's gonna tell us. Let me find some music here, Cloud. I wasn't ready. Felt like I was ready, but I wasn't. Cloud, welcome. I know you're super excited about these Mcfarlane figures, so that's why you wanted to.
Oh man, I'm gonna lay out on the bedroom floor and make him do this because that's pretty much all you could fucking do back in the day.
Right.
It looks so. I honestly try to reserve judgment until I see like a thing, but knowing their track record, it's like they're not kind of instilling a lot of confidence in us. It's also not for me. I've never been a sports person in general. I did play hockey. I played football, soccer. I played baseball. I played basketball. It never stuck. So somebody out there is going to like this, but I think more people are going to be like, this should be so much better with all of the advancements we've had in action figures. Like we're back in the 90s with these.
Right. Yeah.
Like I can feel that figure. I can pose that in my brain and know what that experience is going to be like. And everybody will lose that damn hockey puck.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Go on already.
Adam Sandler already. Like I thought that was Adam Sandler, the previous picture. So that's fine. Shadow me.
Okay. Well,
somebody out there will be nuts about these, and they'll have them all lined up on their mantle or something, and be like,
yeah,
"Oh, it's John, racist team name dude, and the Oilers man, and a Canadian." I don't know any of these people. They're probably Canadians.
Yeah,
well, of course. Yeah.
Step in, sit chucker.
What up? The characters from Heated Rivalry. There you go. All right. Well, March and April. It's not an elaborate April Fool's joke. This is real. So there you go. Let's be honest. I'm buying at least one of those to. Yeah. Anyway. All right. It's been a big week for Motu in every which way. Okay. So back to Mondo, 112 scale Man-at-Arms. That'll be coming at you January 27th. Oh, that was the other day. It came at you January 27th at $120.
Came and went.
It came and went. That's right. Jay, did you pre-order? I know you're out there. Tell me about how you pre-ordered this.
This
Anybody
is Jay all day and nobody else.
I want these. It's another expense. I actually really want these. I liked what the Horseman did with the 2000X designs. I mean, when they showed these, when they announced these, I was like, I'm going to get sucked in. And I'm like, I'm not going to get sucked in. I'm just going to get Skeletor. And I haven't even ordered him. I'm a little disappointed with myself. But these look awesome. I like that they're 1/12 scale. I feel like they'll fit in with more, particularly people in the Fantasy Legions community. These are going to slot right in with those figures. They're a little pricey, but
yeah, 120.
Yeah, it's that how bad do you want it tax that I pay for Final Fantasy all the time.
Yeah, these are really cool designs. Five, like you said, the Four Horsemen, the designs they did for Motu are really iconic. It looks like a modern take on a classic lore. This guy looks like he could fit in a few different genres. From Fallout to, he could even be a Ninja Turtles villain to Motu 2000X. But the Mondo price point and the 1/6. And he's got the man bun. Oh my God, Jay, get to.
What a combination, a man bun and a Tom Selleck mustache. Okay.
Right.
When you have arms like this, how do you even put your hair in the bun?
Well, that's a good question.
He had somebody do it for him. You get over here and do my hair.
He's got the boot with the fur.
I'm looking at Skeletor on Big Bad Toy Store, and he's only $108. Fuck. Damn it.
Fucking dude.
I hate myself.
Jay says Mondo from Mondo is brilliant. Yes, we'll order as soon as UK stock goes up to save on shipping. Fair enough.
Oh, damn it. I need this.
And to Justin's question, there are so many. I don't know. Michael, if you're out there, how do you keep up? Okay. Inquiring minds.
Oh, God.
And Jay is going to display these with the Mythic Legions. So there you go. Yeah.
All right, Skeletor. Place order. Non-refundable deposit, so I'm in it now.
You're in it. Okay, you're witnessing it live.
This is the second time I think I've been on this show and said screw it up because it was the tick last time.
That's true. We have that ability, you know.
I did that with the eraser.
Shit about things, but people are still buying it. I don't know.
Yeah, we did that with the eraser, and then I bought him, and he's arrived this week, so I'm happy. Finally.
I'm beginning to think that you people are using this show as an excuse for your lack of discipline.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You had to restart your month of not buying toys in December because you fucked up November. Like, what are you talking about?
We were not turning this around on me. Ridiculous.
They look really cool. I think I'm I don't know, I think I'm just okay. But yeah, I'll probably get the origin stuff of these rather than get these and pay that much.
Yeah,
okay.
they have so many lines, and the good thing about that is, like, if you want a Masters line, there's a lot. There's the really cheap stuff. There's a little bit more pricey stuff. So if you just like, I want the representation, they've rerun the old toys like from back in the day. They've got more modern versions with updated articulation. So there's something for everybody. So yes, it's insane, and it is incredibly hard to keep track of all of the lines. I don't know, but I'm not a diehard. But I know that like this line has an amazing looking Skeletor. I want one Skeletor for my collection. He'll get a special seat, and that's what this line offers, which is nice. It's a little bit more, but it looks premium.
And much like TMNT, they hoard themselves out to anything and everything. I mean, you can get Stranger Things Motu figure. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot
you can
going
also
on.
get cosplaying as Transformers, which weird. Hey, you know, who knows? We'll probably get that Primal Age DC crossover, so they'll bring back that line. But now, because they've got it back at Mattel, they'll do actually good figures, not, you know, those.
Say that.
Say that.
Maybe if you're lucky, Cloud, you can get your Skeletor signed by Jared Leto.
Oh God, don't do that to me. That's not funny.
Okay. Well, there's that. 120. It's up. If you want it, go get it, folks. Go get it. And if that wasn't enough Motu for you, I've got more. All right. So, trailer came out this week. Christopher Allen, before we get to that, do you collect any Motu stuff?
When I was a kid, I was a huge Masters of the Universe fan, but kind of outgrew it when I was like little, and I've never looked back. So I don't know. But the movie looks fun. I like the teaser trailer where they were showing the cereal, and they're like, "This used to be a healthy breakfast," but they didn't use the tricks from like the '80s. They used like '90s tricks. So
they did, yeah.
That was like kind of a fail. So yeah,
those are the kinds of things you got to pay attention to. It's, somebody made the mistake there. Everybody's seeming to love this trailer. I think it looks okay. I don't know. The CGI is just so much, but it's fine.
I think it looks like, you remember when the Capital One commercials would be like a trailer for a fake movie? I think it looks like that.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Oh, I kind of like the trailer. I was happy.
I mean, lots of people do. It's been widely popular. I'm just I'm not in that group. That's okay. It should be a fun movie though. I'm looking forward to seeing it, but yeah.
Eventually, when we don't have to pay for it.
Right. Figures though, you did get a look at these, so, and that gives you a good idea of what, I know they kind of showed a lot of this in the teaser trailer, but to see what the costumes are going to look like, and they've done a really nice job at, you know, sticking close to the source material. So I appreciate that, because I really hated that era of movies where they were changing costume designs because it's the movies and it's, you know, it has to be believable, right? Like, who the fuck cares? You know, we want to see what we know and love.
You mean the MCU in general?
X-Men.
Yeah.
MCU with all the costumes.
That's the one. Okay, yeah. So the movie. Is anybody excited for these figures, though? Z-Man?
I think I'm gonna probably.
Brush?
I don't know. I want He-Man for sure. I want to get Battlecat because I've never gotten one, and Skeletor looks amazing. The one I think the outstanding figure in this, like, you know, assortment is Trapjaw. I mean, he looks just like you could just put him in your normal, Master Universe line, and he just looks amazing. I mean, everyone looks great, but
yeah,
he just looks amazing. And also, like, Triclops has got a gun, crazy. But he looks cool. Everyone looks cool, and I probably will get all of them, but I'm gonna be smart and just get He-Man, Skeletor, probably Trapjaw, and Battlecat. I know that's like almost all of them, so I might as well.
So the whole wave. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And these are Mattel, right?
Yeah, Mattel.
Okay. I think these are probably a better view into what they're going to do with the DC license than those kid figures that we'll be talking about later. Because you can see like torso articulation, aside from the head sculpts, obviously, because they're supposed to be real actors playing fake people. But like the double jointed elbows, the butterfly joints, that Skeletor you can see there, double knees and everything. So I think this is a good indicator for the DC license at Mattel rather than those four figures that we saw in Nuremberg.
Yeah.
Agreed.
No, absolutely. This is a great indicator of what's to come for DC, as long as, you know, they stick with the same scheme. But yeah.
So what I've heard from like this line is like the scale is it's maybe like more close to like, I think 6.5. I'm not sure. And, you know, they're replacing Masterverse with Chronicles. I think that's what's been talked about. So they're like ending Masterverse, but Chronicles will be the new thing. So that's a bit. I mean, hey.
He looks bored to be there.
He does.
Yeah, he does not look happy to be holding this.
The other one where he's got it open though, he's just staring at it longingly, like it's almost romantic. Like it's
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I would absolutely fuck me. Like that's
This guy never had a boy in his life. And he's like, it's just for the children.
It truly, to me, almost looks like he's not holding anything, and they told him to look at your hand as if you're holding a toy.
Not even his hand.
Somebody came in.
Yeah.
It's a hand actor. So okay, you're gonna be coming in playing his hand. There you go.
Okay.
I'm surprised they didn't get Jared Leto to hold his own action figure.
He refused.
Because it doesn't have his face.
Could not afford it.
No, he could. And then Idris Elba, he did like a whole video. He was like, "Oh, I got my man at arms. It says me, Idris Elba."
Don't ever try to do that accent again.
I could definitely see Idris like at a DJ gig with his action figure up on the booth, like just super pumped to even have one.
For sure.
He's gonna put it next to his knuckles, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm collecting all those figures." Or something like that. I don't know.
I'd be stoked. So yeah.
All right. Well, look at this. Justin gifted a membership, and that membership landed with Kevin Beatty. So, Kevin Beatty, welcome to the cult. Indoctrination begins on Tuesday. I'll send you some email materials over the rest of the weekend. It's also a $900 membership fee that's due annually. Okay, so $24.99 each, and Battlecat will be a $39.99 figure. There you go. And these are going to come out in April, so we're like 2 months ahead of the movie, right? Movies this summer. Am I off with that?
The movie in
June.
Yeah.
Buy the figures, and hopefully you like the movie. Right? keep it movie related for a moment. Mezco is going to be reissuing Freddy Krueger. We'll be talking about some reissuing things with Mafex later, but Mezco doing it. All right. So if you missed out on Freddy the first time, you get a second crack at him here, and that's going to run you $120. So $80 for the original. They've bumped up the price $40. Okay, that's wild. And that'll come this summer. So there you go. There's a quick look at what you're going to get with that Freddy. If NECA's not doing it for you and you want to spend $120 on a Freddy Krueger, there you go. All right. Before I move on from this, is anybody interested in buying a Freddy Krueger figure from Mezco?
Not at that price.
Not at that price, no.
He's cool. Like I get a lot of the references and stuff with the accessories, but my favorite of the two has always been Jason. I was always Team Jason. So
yeah, Jason.
There you go. Z-Man appreciates that. Yes, I will accept 3 payments. No, I'm joking. So, okay. We'll keep it movie related. So this week, Mario Galaxy. So the trailer for this came out a few days ago, probably about a week or so now. At this point, I can tell you somebody in this household is very excited about this, but the figures have started to make their way onto shelves. They're street dated for next week, but they've started to hit shelves in some places. So you got a look at Rosalina here. I think the Bowser Jr. is the other one that's popping up on shelves.
Yep.
But if you're looking
Rosalina
for,
seems like she got to look at something shocking.
yeah, that eye is wide. Yeah. She's been dabbling in some substances and been awake for 3 or 4 days straight. So
Why do you
I'm not
think
sure
she talks to stars?
that explains a lot, actually. Yeah.
She looks like Luigi sent her a dick pic, is what she looks like.
Oh my goodness.
Is anybody looking? I mean, we're gonna absolutely go see this when it comes out, but is anybody else looking forward to this movie? Did you enjoy the first one?
I thought the first one was very cute. My wife didn't know, she's never really played a Mario game. And so we watched it and she was like, this is fun. Like they're going everywhere. And I was like, you don't know anything about Mario? She's like, no. I was like, I didn't know people made it out without really playing Mario. So so she was like, oh, I think well I want to see the next one. So
yeah, I mean, I like the first one, so I wanted to get the Mario figure and Luigi, so I guess I'm gonna, hopefully they do like a re-release or something for this one, so I'll probably get that, Yoshi, and if he's in the film, Wario and Waluigi, but if they're not, then I'll have to wait.
I don't think they are now.
One day.
There's a look at the Bowser Jr.
Oh,
it's always just cool to get, like, with these movie figures. Like, I don't usually collect figures from any movie, but it's always cool to kind of, like, I like the source material, the game or the comic or the cartoon, but it's always cool to see these and get a look at the characters that are going to be, like, particularly with those Masters of the Universe. It's a good solid look at what they're going to look like on screen. So it's cool to see like Bowser Jr. and stuff. So that's, I have zero interest in any of these, but it's still cool to see them like this.
It's like how I'm looking forward to the next Sonic movie figures, because it's going to be other characters that we haven't seen or we saw in the teaser. So I'm like, oh, we're gonna get the movie version figures of that, and I'm like, I'm looking forward to those. Like anytime, like you said, Cloud. Anytime we get to see what it could look like in the film in figure form, and if it looks good, it just makes us more intrigued about the film.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Damien asks if I think that the Bowser set will be hard to find in store. I think what will cause this to be difficult to find is the fact that it comes with the clown car, because that looks pretty like too good for like a game version of the clown car, right? So a lot of people who are already collecting Jacks and maybe not at the movie stuff are going to want it just for that. So yeah, I would say there's a good chance that this one gets scooped up. The first movie figures, like those hung around and you could still find them now. I mean, they went to clearance pretty heavily, at least in my area. I would say the main figures probably are going to run into that issue here, but yeah, Bowser with the clown car, that definitely seems like it could end up, being something a little bit more difficult to find. Abby, what's going on? Yeah, this is from the upcoming Mario movie, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, to be exact. Yeah, so these, like I said, I think February 2nd, 1st or 2nd is the street date for these, so they'll start popping up here soon. All right, and then here's an obligatory Godzilla, because I feel like we're always bringing up Godzilla. Also, pre-orders on February 2nd, SH Monster Arts. So if you're looking for that, you got this coming for you. Okay, this looks weird. What is happening here?
At least it's the evolution of Godzilla, because a lot of Monster Arts don't come with accessories or don't even come with atomic breaths, but at least we're getting the evolution of Godzilla. Because I think Shin Godzilla's it's a weird film, because it's like he's mutating because of radiation or something like that, and his tail has a face which is creepy as fuck, but hey, that is Shin Godzilla. It's all creepy. It's the person who did Neon Genesis Evangelion, so it's gonna be creepy. So
fair enough. Snorted a huge line of radiation. And then back to the Mario figures, obviously. That's awesome. Didn't know that. See, look at that. That's the kind of hard-hitting reporting that we do on the recap. Breaking news. All right. Okay. Speaking of mutated things, some TMNT stuff for you. So Mirage Triceraton. We got here this preview. So nothing detailed specifically for the release yet, but a preview of your Alexi. You collect the Mirage stuff still or no?
Yeah, I saw my Mirage Turtle set and everything. This I'm not completely familiar with though. I didn't read the complete works of the Mirage Turtle era, so I actually don't know where this is from.
Fair enough. Anybody want this? Anybody into this? No.
I'm getting into the NECA turtles, and I probably will pick up the Mirage the turtle pack, but I have no clue. Like Lexi said, no clue. But I think I might get these just because they look cool, and I'm building like a space kind of like group. So maybe I just have this guy as my space dude. So who knows? Yeah,
that could be cool. Yeah, I like the look, but same. So in full disclosure, I've never read a single Turtles comic book. I'm only familiar with the 80s cartoon and video games. So yeah, I have no connection to this stuff. So
I have the Super 7 one that was based on the toy Triceraton, because that was a favorite when I was a kid. So I got him. He was on sale for like $30 or something. But I otherwise like the Triceraton are okay. I know about their race, but that guy in particular is the only one I needed in my collection. So it's the problem with the Mirage is like they could just there's so much they can do. Like if this is your collection, they just don't stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And as someone who's getting into it, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be painful. Like I already want that. What's it called? The Night Protector or Nobody, whatever he was called, the Vigilante. Because he looks so cool, and I was like, whoa. But I'm like, I have no clue who he is, so maybe I'm gonna do the Dan Who method, read a comic because of the figure. So
yeah,
there you go. All right, they've taken the world by storm, and there's no sign of stopping. So K-pop demon hunters are making their way to you through Hot Toys. Now there are other lines of toys doing K-pop Demon Hunter stuff, but Hot Toys is the latest to enter the realm of the phenom that is. I have no idea what I've heard of K-pop Demon Hunter. I have no idea what this is, but it seems to be popular. Everybody loves it.
Yes.
There you go. 260.
It is another movie that I have seen.
I haven't. Not yet.
I haven't, but I probably will. Yeah.
Well, I don't like that I've seen this and other people are saying that they haven't.
No, I haven't seen it either. So we've got like a whole slew of movies you've seen that I haven't seen.
Dan hasn't seen it.
K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay.
This one, Jennifer and I will watch. I'm not going to watch a Mario movie, but we will watch this. It's on our Netflix list. We just haven't done it yet.
Me too.
I did not anticipate liking this movie because it doesn't look like something that I would watch. My wife had seen it a couple times and was like, "You should just watch it. It's fun. You'll like." And I truly did. I really thought it was a fun story. I liked it way more than I thought. The songs are everywhere. But you've heard, like, if you listen to the radio, if you go into the store, you're hearing it. You can't avoid it.
Saturday Night Live is where I heard this thing because they had a whole skit about like just breaking into this song. So
it will be performed at the Oscars.
Yeah, there you go.
I am
this and the song from Sinners, so it will be at the Oscars. Like, you can't get rid of it. And I enjoyed it so much so that I won't be getting these versions, but I will get the Mattel versions. I'll get those. Truly, I actually am. I talked, like, Claire and I both are like, you know what? We'll have that representation.
Yeah. So I saw those Mattel figures and the
Mattel ones.
The Mattel ones look really good. These, I think, it's always the weird case when Hot Toys do animated figures in the Hot Toys style, because obviously they're animated characters and, you know, they're technically 3D and whatnot, but like this feels weird. Like, they don't look, I don't know, there's like a kind of like, you know, how Star Wars.
It's the fabric.
Yeah.
The fabric breaks the aesthetic. These look amazing, but in this one specific case, like Hot Toys using the fabric for the clothing on the characters, it breaks your mind's eye of what they look like. And I know that having only seen the trailer for the movie.
Yeah,
these creep me out less than having like a miniature actor on my shelf, though. Like, I don't need a really realistic Gandalf staring at me. These guys wouldn't bother me as much because they look so fake.
It's weird to me out about scale figures out of like live action stuff as well. It's like, it's too weird. I don't want
You're cutting out, mate. Poor Lexi.
I think what he was trying to say was
pass.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch this tonight.
Yeah.
These are gonna run you $280 each, except for was it Rumi? Is that correct? Rumi is $280.
Why is she so much more expensive? Oh, is it the hair?
Is it the main character because she's got different looks?
Okay.
All right. Here's something I have no idea what is this about, but look, Dan, it's another Goku. Okay, another Goku.
It actually is a Goku this time. What's with the bat cap?
So, correct me if I'm wrong, Alexi.
Ooh, okay, I was
is this like supposed to be, you know, the Journey to the West kind of style? Like, you know how Son Goku is the tail. So it's like, this is just Goku in that style, like, because I remember seeing this ages ago. Like, obviously, this is a look of that, but I'm.
Hell, even I know that. Yeah, that's so. Sun Wukong, in Journey to the West, his Japanese name is Son Goku, so that's literally who the character is. So, like, them doing this is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, this was also just a sketch that Toriyama did before as a one-off, like, dicking around thing. So they're really diving deep into the Toriyama and the Dragon Ball toy box today.
Damn.
I would love that Piccolo and Krillin.
I mean, maybe if it does well.
Yeah.
This is cool. It's cool to see him much, much closer to like his namesake, I guess.
Yeah.
But I've got the Figura Obscura Sun Wukong. So there's my representation for that. I have not read Journey to the West since I was like a child, but I recommend it to anybody. If you can sit and get through it, it's very interesting. There's a lot going on, and Sun Wukong is like, he's the biggest part, but the story's actually not about him. There's a lot more going on. So this is cool. I like this.
So this is $87 and will release in November.
Yeah, I get it'd probably be that price because, you know, this kind of feels like the premium brand Bandai stuff, like the Shallot and his brother, you know, where it's like, oh, it's very niche, but it looks sick.
It's special. They'll jack up the price.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Pat.
All right. I've got some Mythic Legions pre-orders. Okay. We know how much Cloud loves the pre-orders. So what do we got?
So this is actually the offshoot line, the Infinite Legions. So this is them working with other creators like they did with the Glyos figures late last year. So this is Archon the Cruel. This is actually Joe Manganiello's character. He's like who he used to play in D&D or something. I don't know too much about it. So I'm learning as this goes on. I've seen this one in person. It's beautiful. They've had to change a couple of things for like copyright reasons because they don't have D&D licensing. It's strictly with this character. So like I can say this. I don't work for the company. He worships Tiamat. So that crest on his chest is supposed to be Tiamat, but they had to change it because they can't use Tiamat. They also can't say it's Vecna's hand that he has as an alternate, like the withered hand. It's the hand of Vecna. They can't call it that because they don't have D&D licensing. But they work directly with Joe on this. He seems like a really cool dude. Archon we knew about. It was Oksana, the second figure, that was a bit of a surprise. She was new. She's got new magic effects. She's got new body parts. Her legs are longer. The torso and like the waist piece and the crotch piece are all new tooling. They don't work the same as a standard 2.0.
Right.
She's got two heads. She's gonna have a bendy ponytail. She's got the new magic effects, the new staff topper. These look great. And I kind of want, particularly because of the guy I know who painted Archon, is a wonderful dude, and I'd love to support him by having his art. But yeah, another pre-order. The goal is to have these in hand by the end of the year, before the year is out. They want these because they've already got fine cuts, so they've been moving along with these for a while. Pre-orders open until the 22nd of February. My guess is I'm hoping that when they tell us Rising Suns is shipping, it'll be like a bit of a weight off my shoulder and I won't mind pre-ordering these because they're doing the RPG Kickstarter at the end of February and they've got a Cosmic Wave plan for this year. So the hits just keep coming, man. It's a lot.
But Cloud, cool. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you know, the Kickstarter is because I saw those, like, you know, that they have the figures, like, you know, obviously shown for, you know, purpose of like the game and that stuff. Are those gonna be like sold with the Kickstarter, or is it like those are just existing figures that they've used?
So in some of like when they've been at like expos and stuff, like when they were at Page, they had some like swapped figures there to kind of demonstrate how like the boards work. But the one that they dropped at San Diego Comic-Con, the Paladin and Cleric, the one they've shown in the red, and then the elf they showed recently are going to be some of the figures that will be available in the RPG. I don't think they're named. I think they're kind of like class-based.
Yeah.
And we've seen 2. I have no idea how many there are, so we'll have to wait. But they're a big part of like the way the game is going to work. So yes, that there will be a wave of figures included in the RPG Kickstarter.
Damn, I'm gonna have to get the Kickstarter now.
See, that's easy for me. It's like those are just ancillary characters I can probably safely skip on. I want the book.
Yeah.
I want the lore book. So I'm in for that. But that won't hit me as hard as like a wave of like named characters, main characters. Like even this, learning about the characters, like we all do. You see something cool and you want to know more about it. Learning about these characters, and they're bad guys. They're bad guys. They're not heroes. That's just so much better that they're evil. I'm gonna end up pre-ordering these too.
I thought the was it Arcan, right?
Yes.
I forget his name. The dragon guy. I thought he was a good guy because the symbol looks like a Superman symbol, and I was like,
no,
Kenny.
It's Tiamat.
Kenny.
No, they're evil. They are villains. Archon's gonna be big too. He's like he's not like their ogre scale, like they're big characters.
Yeah.
He's what did Jeremy call it? Brute and a half. So it's brute scale figures are like a bit like a head taller. They're a little bit broad. He's gonna be a bit bigger than that. He has 100% new tooling. A lot of which you probably will not see in the Mythic Legions line. It's very specific to him. But she'll probably have parts we'll see and some like engineering that we'll see in the line down the way. Like that dagger she has, the long lightning effect, and then the actual body of the staff, that's all reuse of Mythic parts. So these will be fully compatible with pretty much anything else that you have in the collection.
Yeah, because I was about to say it kind of looks like a Rizak or whatever, the mage.
Arazak, yeah. That's there's so many of those have come with that piece. Yeah. That I think was actually what's it? Samir. I think that's actually Samir's staff, but it's got a new topper on it.
Nice. I might be in on these. I don't know. They look so cool.
You've got a month. And then you can see the discounted price. They're showing you what they're going to be at retail. So she's up for 50. She'll be 60 retail. Archon is 75. He'll be 100 for retail. I think they're ordering. I mean, this won't help you because you're in the UK, but they're offering the flat rate shipping for these two, which they usually don't do for pre-orders. Right. So make your decisions.
There's a hope that Comics and Cocktails might get this in because they've just they also open those cosmic head packs. They added those for pre-order. So I'm hoping that Comics and Cocktails for us in the UK have a
I don't doubt it. They'll probably carry them, but let them know. Like reach out to them and say, hey, you guys should get these in stock. I don't see why they wouldn't. But let them know you want them.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Let's see. I'm going to turn it over to Alexi for a moment. I'm going to discuss a little bit of Mafex. As I said in the intro, is Mafex heading more towards Nafex? I don't know. But Alexi is going to enlighten us on some information. So Kaiju Daddy posted a video yesterday, a live stream yesterday, discussing this in detail, kind of what's been going on with their incessant reissues and what they've been dealing with over there when it comes to CT Toys being involved. So, Alexi, you wanna try this?
Yeah, if I'm cutting out, then you guys should let me know. Like, cut me off to let me know because my connection is dog shit. Did everyone get that?
So
yeah,
far,
you're okay right now.
Oh, okay, cool. So basically, shout out to Kaji Daddy. You can see in this image here, he's fed up about talking about this. Basically, Mafex is really focusing on their reissues because, as everyone knows, CT Toys is eating their lunch in the KO game. And instead of moving forward, they are choosing to prioritize reissues as a kind of revenge tactic against CT Toys. But even people who are not in the industry understand that that doesn't make any sense. So his source for this stream was an anonymous insider within the Metacom company. And if you collect Mafex or you have some pre-orders, then you'll know that Rogue is on a Jim Lee Rogue from the X-Men from Mafex is on a 10-month delay at this point. And the only figure that has been close to that or that we're approaching now is 89 Batman from Mezco, which was on like a 2-year delay or something like that. The difference is Rogue is not a seamless silicone body figure. There's nothing cutting edge about Rogue other than we haven't gotten one from Mafex yet. So it's very odd that they pushed her back 10 months at this point. So as I mentioned, they're prioritizing reissues of figures to undercut CT Toys. However, thanks to Japanese consumer laws, way to go, Japan, looking out for your consumers. I wish the US gave a shit about us. Mafex is not allowed to charge any more for the reissued figure than it was originally charged before. So they have to give those figures out for the same price, which was like $60 to $70 American if you were in Japan. That's not counting your BBTS resellers and upscale. And because they have to charge the same price, but they're pumping out these reissues, now they're marking up the new figures. The problem is we don't have any of these new figures. So Mafex is painting themselves into a corner because they're reissuing figures that collectors like myself have already gotten. They're not putting out new figures and they're delaying them, which also pisses off collectors like myself. And then lastly, they're making these new figures more expensive. So it's not fun to be a Mafex collector right now. It's not fun to be an experienced collector. If you're just getting in the game, it's awesome. You have the opportunity to pick up figures that you would have had to pay 4 times the aftermarket cost for at this point in the game, but they're reissuing it, or you can get a $20 Bayman. I know Lorenz is in the group right now enjoying his Bayman. That's what he's thinking about. And when there's other reissues, then people think about like, oh, okay, well, what about Endgame Captain America? He's a super popular Mafex figure. It's the iconic look for Chris Evans as Captain America in the MCU. Are we going to get a reissue of that? I'm glad you asked. The answer is no. We're not going to do reissues of MCU figures because every time they reissue one of these figures that has a person's likeness, just like a streaming service for music, they have to pay for that likeness, right? So even though we're getting Gambit reissue, Cyclops reissue, Batman reissue for the 1,000th time, they don't have to pay a likeness rights fee for that look. So they release them, all day, every day. But we're not going to get a Chris Evans. We're not going to get a Chadwick Boseman likeness. We're not going to get a reissue of any of the MCU stuff or any of the Spumsy stuff like Venom or like Sony Spider-Man. So that's another problem that Mafex is putting out into the world. What they've done to kind of combat this of having to pay for these likeness rights is doing stealth reissues. So they get like a stealth release of one of the figures that you might have wanted, Hush Batman or the Cyclops or the Gambit. But if they're going to do a likeness rights reissue, then it's going to be really not low quality, but really low quantity. And then they're going to do it like without actually advertising it a lot. So it's a pain in the ass. You got to pay attention to the vendors. You got to like be on their email list. Nobody wants to be on an email list. It's super annoying. And then the other effect is that when they're ordering these quantities of figures from the factories, Instead of saying, hey, let's get 500 rogues, they're saying, actually, pause that. We just want 200 Gambit again. And for the factories who make money producing these figures, to reduce their order and then to pause an order that's going to make more money for them is even further souring their relationship. So it's not great right now. Medicom has other products. You know, for action figure collectors, like we think about Hasbro and Marvel Legends, and that's the only thing we think about from Hasbro. So they have board games, they have Bucket, they have all kinds of stuff, but their portfolio is really diverse. Same thing with Mattel. They don't just make wrestling, they make Barbie stuff, they make other stuff, I'm sure. Yes. And Medicom, the parent company of Mafex, is no different. Their real moneymaker are their bricks, which are essentially vinyl pop art, like larger pieces. They're highly customized. A lot of artists will produce like a themed bear brick. Greg Trail, are they going to reissue Magneto? I want a bad, not the AOA one though. Greg, I don't know, buddy. I don't know. I can tell you right now that they're prioritizing reissues for figures that CT Toys has already done. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. So I would hope, because that Magneto figure is amazing, probably the best one large scale Magneto you can get. But I don't think it's on the reissue horizon, unfortunately. Aside from Bear Bricks being their highest priced item, they also do soft vinyl, kind of like the Juggernaut that we've seen recently. It doesn't move, it's not articulated, it's just a soft vinyl minifigure. So it really made me think, like, as of late, Medicon has really turned View for me into like more of a hype beast company. They're not out to make like cool action figures. It seems like they got in the game as Mafex when action figures were just like at the peak of their popularity. And they were really just trying to make money off of them. Maybe have another way to launder money. I don't know. I don't know how Japanese economy works. But it's really disappointing, to be honest. Like, as a Mafex collector with over 30 figures, for now, I'm doing a big purge. It's really sad to see them go out like this. So, you know, to recap, we're looking at collectors being disillusioned, like myself. They feel like they're not appreciated for the people that have been here since the shitty early days of Mafex, when you look at them and they would just fall apart. We feel like we're just being tossed aside for, you know, this revenge plot against CT Toys. The prices are going up, which is pushing collectors away even more. And then, of course, picking off your factories. Penny's a factory owner in the nation of Mattel. You don't want to piss off your factories. It's just bad business. So I wanted to also point to, it seems like something that illustrates how stupid it is to go after knockoff companies, because a broken clock is right twice a day, right? So Valaverse did a video called "Is It Stealing? Are Third-Party Toys Good for Toy Industry?" Question mark. And in the video, he talks to a lot of people at Hasbro and Transformers. And there was a really good quote from Jerry Devoyne, who's the global brand marketing director for Transformers. And he said, if we're making the right product, they don't have a market. And he's referring to third-party Transformers producers. So the message is, if Mafex was staying on schedule with their releases like Rogue, and they weren't circling back to try to undercut the knockoff people, they'd be doing fine, because CT Toys can't make something unless Mafex produces it. So if Mafex could get off their ass and produce the figures they said they were going to, then fans would be happy to buy it, because that's the only option to do it. So it's really hurting them. Another aspect, and this is the last thing that I'll go into, because I know a lot of you guys collect LPGB and ECF. There's also drama in that front. And again, this is all in Kaiju Daddy's video about the middle third. You know, he does housekeeping in the first third, talks in the chat. The middle third is all of this juicy goss. And then the last third is him answering questions from the chat. So if you want to go check this out, I highly encourage it. I watched it at 1.5 speed because he's kind of a slow talker. And then, you know, the first and the last third of this about the chat. So the last thing is LPZZ. They've done a lot of figures that overlap with what InArt is also producing. I'm looking at, you know, Arkham Batman. I'm looking at the Dark Knight, Bale Batman. funny thing is the person who designed the Christian Bale in-art Batman ended up leaving in-art and going to LPZZ. And now he works for them. But the person who designed the Arkham Batman for LPVZ is now with InArt, and he also designed the Arkham Origins Batman for InArt, which is why it's scaled so much larger than their previous figure. So it's not because InArt doesn't know what's happening. InArt basically gave their designers like free reign on however they want to scale the stuff that they're producing. And because he had just come from LPVZ and it said, yeah, so these are 7-inch Batman, he went ahead and did the same thing with Arkham Origins. So it's a designer thing. It's, you know, I guess it has to do with individual like art production, but that's the story behind that. And as far as I understand, and Kaiju understand, there hasn't been much more like shifting between the two companies. So we've got Chinese companies, and this is a rumor now, we're in the rumor mill. Chinese factories and producers like LPZZ and InArt are pushing Western producers out of manufacturing plants so that they can prioritize the Chinese producers. What that means is your Hasbro is in their factories in China, and LPZZ and UPF, as well as InArt, are saying, hey, we want to produce these orders. So they're kind of putting Hasbro on the back burner so that they can prioritize producing from their own country. I don't know if that has to do with nationalism or culture or just that it's cheaper to produce stuff that's already in your home country. But that's, again, this is like in the rumor, kind of like conspiracy within the toy community aspect of it. This is what's happening right now in the area of the world that these things are being produced. And then I think that was it as far as like things that Kaiju got covered. I just wanted to provide some insight because a lot of people, you know, Mafex specifically, they don't talk to the media a lot. They don't put out press releases like Hasbro does. So if you're a collector on the outside and you're not constantly on YouTube like myself, then you're not going to be able to get this information. So I wanted to put it out there for people who are curious, maybe answer some questions. And again, if you want to get it straight from the horse's asses mouth, check out Kaiju Daddy.
I put a link in the chat for Kaiju Daddy's live stream if you want to go and check that out for it's about 2 hours. So a very in-depth conversation about what's going on with Mafex at the moment. Also, Travels and Conversations. Hello from India. What's up, man? Welcome. Appreciate you dropping in. You've been here before, but thank you for coming back. I need Jader or someone to pick up 1/12 scale Mortal Kombat. I'm with you there. I agree. Also, should I pull the trigger on the new Venom from Mafex? So great looking figure, right? That Venom goes back to the likeness thing. So the Tom Hardy likeness. If you want
based on what Kaiju Daddy says, if you want that Venom, you should get him because they're not going to do a lot of reissues for actual people's likeness rights.
Exactly.
I mean, for Mafex, I've been weighing on the Robin from Hush. So, you know, that one's going to... It's a continuous wait, but, you know, that Tim Drake is what I want. But I'm going to sell the Mafex Hush Superman and possibly Batman. I don't think a lot of people want the Batman, so maybe I'll keep him for Robin. But, yeah, it's... You know, CT Toys is just getting more and more, like, you know, enticing. And I haven't got any, you know, CT Toys. I just got Mess Toys. But, yeah, it's just looking much better rather than doing the whole, you know, waiting for a pre-order that's not going to come for so long. And then, you know...
It's brutal, man. And the figures that they're putting out are so booty. Like the Nightmare Batman, I don't feel like they did a good job. They're as good of a job as they could. So it's very frustrating as an Italian collector. I mean, oh my God. As a Mafex collector, I almost said McFarlane.
Speaking of McFarlane, well, when's that McFarlane, Jack Nicholson Joker dropping? We should be getting more information in February about dates and stuff on that, I think. So,
yeah. I do want to use...
Rowdy.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, if the Mafex figures get delayed enough, though, maybe tariffs will be a thing of the past, you know? Because I got that Nightmare Batman, and it was like $35 to get it shipped, and when it was all said and done, it was like $116. It was like, shit. Shit, I kind of want the rest of my figures that I have on pre-order to be delayed, you know? Just wait 3 more years. We'll be good, you know?
3 more years. That's all it takes. Everyone's got 3 years. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I like that you think
years,
we're going to have a chance to have a say in 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I keep telling myself 3 more years. You know what I'm saying? I want to use this opportunity to cut my time short here. I'm going to relocate so that I don't have a potato for Wi-Fi on Collecting Justified. So if you have any questions, tune in to Justified, ask them there. But I'm going to take this opportunity to head out, guys.
All right, we'll see you
Later,
in a little bit, Alexi. As Alexi said, we will be on Collecting Justified at 9 o'clock tonight, so in about 40 minutes. So if you do have more questions or want to come over and talk about the Mafex stuff, join us over there, and Alexi will be in a better situation where you might be able to hear everything he has to say. So,
like, I heard him, but you have to like.
I was like on super focus mode, so
right, right. Z-Man did send me a couple of things. We'll take a look at here, so you can tell me
weeb shit
first.
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
The weeb shit, but it's also like, you know, if you knew Power Rangers, you knew Masked Rider. So obviously this is the new SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Black RX. It's a new edition where it's got like kind of like a weird new like mesh on the legs to make it look like the suit. And he will be coming out as well as Shadow Moon and Kamen Rider Black. So these are awesome releases. So if you want, you know, if you're trying to do like the whole Masked Rider, so here's a figure of that if you want. But for Kamen Rider fans, we got another Get At RX, and they even show like the original SH Figure Arts, and then, you know, to now. So it's a lot of a big improvement. So like that's the first one. Just looks like the old school Mighty Morphin, those big toys of the Rangers. It looks like that. And I know they did that for Masked Rider, so I was like, oh. But yeah, I just want to show that if anyone's interested. I don't know.
Pass.
August 26th is when you get a release there.
Yeah. So yeah. And then the other one I know Lorenz will be interested in, because it is the last 2 of the primes. However, now this big man, Nexus Prime, in the lore he is a combiner. And when everyone saw this as the initial look, it's like, he can't combine. Where's the combiner element? But Hasbro are doing a very sneaky thing where you can see the head of like the combiner head in his vehicle form, like popping out. So they're intentionally, like for Nexus Prime, they're intentionally gonna release other figures that will combine with him. So that could be in a multi-pack where it's just the people that will combine with him to make the full Nexus Prime. But obviously this is just him as a regular bot. So it's weird, but don't worry, he will have a combining element. And then the other one, which everyone's been looking forward to, is Liege Maximo, who is like the Loki esque prime of the primes, and he just looks crazy with the horns and everything. But yeah, that completes all the 13, and they have said that the Vector Prime, the one that was already released in Legacy United, that's the one they're saying, you know, you got to pick that one up. They haven't
I think it's rumored, because I don't think that Hasbro has officially said anything. I think it's rumored that one will just get a slight color redeco, but it will not get a new mold or anything. Like, because all of these are new molds. All the primes in this one are are new, but because Vector Prime came out just before they started this subline, he'll be released in this packaging, but he will just have a slight color differentiation from the previous one.
Yeah, everyone's thinking it's either the gold look that he had, or it's the Japanese version where it's the black and orange. But yeah, that's so far from that. But this guy, Legion Maxima, big boy, and yeah, he looks cool. So just wanted to show that for the Transformers fans. The primes are finished.
I think that Legion Maximo looks sick. He looks awesome. I am completely bummed with the look of Nexus Prime, though. I think that it's a little lackluster in terms of figure, and also as you're collecting this line on the box art, you get like the looks of different primes and their statues, and it's like you bury the lead when you put a sick design of the statue on the box, and then the toy does not look like.
Hold on
now, Z-Man, I'm not done ranting because I'm not done. Now, of course, they're saying that he can combine, like he may be able to combine into something else and look like something. But I also think it's really lame to bury the lead on the toy when you start showing it off. Just announce everything that it does and what it looks like, because that's what everyone wants to know immediately. Don't, because I'm very much online. So don't make everyone be online going, this looks like dog shit, just so you can later be like, no, don't do that. It's a stupid gimmick. Show everything, tell everything if you're going to announce a thing.
I totally agree.
That's a lot from a toy company.
I guess so. When it's your IP, I'm asking a lot of you to tell me what you're doing with your IP.
It's so funny because the design, like the design of this look, is very much of the the Transformers 1 movie look, but then the person who designed Vector Prime's look in the comics, I think the IDW version of the one that everyone is like, oh my god, that's the one we want. He did work on like the design for this figure because of the combiner mode. And so the combiner mode, it's stupid that they're not showing it, like how they don't show it with the combiners, how they're basically a shell, the bigger ones, because but they don't show you that straight away until it's like a live stream where they go, oh yeah, here's the combiner form. They're not showing it now, and I'm just like, I get the frustration, but I'm just like, hold on, don't worry.
But it's funny and really goofy to act like this is a surprise. Like when, like the idea of saying, hey, these characters have always made one bigger robot. That's their whole thing. Their whole thing is small robot go, oh, we make big robot. And then when you announce the toy, you act like we don't effing know that this is going to make different robot. It's its whole gimmick. Yeah. Anyway, I'm very much enjoying Transformers, though. I was Transformer 1 as we were talking, so I'm happy that I got into it.
It feels like another line that will never, there's no end in sight to, and there's just so many options to choose from. But yeah.
So Kenny, and to that point, I made a dummy mistake. So I was like, here's how we all try to come up with rules for our collections, and we all immediately abandoned those rules. Yeah. But one of the rules that I said was, okay, I will collect the 13 primes. So that's almost done. So that collection will be set. But then I also said, okay, so like obviously that's 13 characters. I obviously want more than that, so I'll stick to the 80s, like the 86 movie, right? Any toy that comes out under that banner, sure, I'll get it. I'll take the G1 cartoon looks. That lasted about a month because everything, most of what's on the shelf at this point is starting to just branch out into other things that aren't from the movie, that are from source material that I have yet to watch or read because of how expansive Transformers is and how long it has existed. To your point, it's like how I feel with G.I. Joe, where it's like, I don't even know all these guys yet, but at some point I will, so I gotta get him.
Fair enough. Christopher Allen, do you collect any Transformers stuff?
No, I got a few of the 3-0 ones that don't transform. Like 2 of them, I got the Optimus and the Bumblebee. That's like He-Man. I used to love Transformers as a kid, but I was like, nah, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
So I just act like I hate it, but I forget what I used to know about it.
I have one Optimus Prime in my collection that does not transform. So that's it. All right. Well, let's see. What about I do have some news for you, so let's do that.
Okay.
Let's hit that news though.
Hit us with
everybody.
that sweet, sweet news.
I told you I was coming for you, Z-Man. Now I'm landing in your home country. 7 stores.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Seven UK shops to be opening from Pop Mart in the UK. 20 additional all throughout Europe. But the Curse of Labubu is making its way closer to you, Z-Man. You set off a chain reaction, and that's what's happened.
Labubu, 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 labubu. Here it comes.
So there you go. Yeah.
Every time I'm on this channel, you talk about Labu.
That's true. That's true. I feel it comes up way more than I ever wanted to, and once was way more than I ever wanted to talk about these things. And you're right, though. It seems every other week I'm talking about Labubus.
You're so ugly.
I mean,
at what point does this bubble burst? Okay,
it won't.
Beyond.
It won't. Pop Mart is really big, and they have their own little furry. Good stuff. I'm not going to say anything bad. But oh god, it's just weird. But at least with Pop Mart in the UK, we do get the Gong Studio figures. So
at least you probably have the Gong Studio, so there's some redeeming value there, right?
I literally saw it in person, and I was shook. But then I was like, "Oh, I can't get that right now."
Yeah, so when you get these, there will be one is coming to the West End. All right, so you've got that. Let me tell you where else you'll be needing to avoid. So yeah, Oxford Street, and then Cardiff and Birmingham will be 3 of your 7 UK locations, and then like I said, 20 more throughout Europe. So they'll be everywhere.
Oh god.
Oof.
Okay. So there's that.
Terrible.
That was all the news I had for you. So
I hope it wasn't.
it really was. It's actually there was more, because, and we're going to talk about this on Collecting Justified, but DC, Mattel, we've known it's coming, but we did get a look at some stuff this week. A little bit of a tease for the kids line that's coming up. So Toy Fair, again, I think is where we'll get additional information on this, but it was good to see these pop up. And I know everybody's kind of talked about it this week, but and we're going to talk about it again here in a little bit, but it's good to see. Like I'm excited. This kids line looks good, so I can only imagine how good the quote like adult collectors versions of the DC stuff is going to look. Absolutely count me in for that Superman there, and even the Deathstroke here looks good. I like the way the color is popping on that figure. So yeah, I'm absolutely looking forward to what they've got in store for us.
The aesthetic is on point, and that was an important thing, especially after the last 6-7 years of fucking Mcfarlane bullshit. So like this is good to see. For me, a lot of it will depend on what the capes look like in the collector line. I don't, if they go with soft goods in the collector line, I certainly don't want it to look like the typical like Hasbro fabric for Jedi robes and trash like that. Right. But when the collector line is shown, assuming that I'm on board with it, this will probably be my last year of collecting like Black Series or Marvel Legends, because I will be moving on. Not that I won't ever get another one, just that I won't keep up with it much. I won't be buying new versions of characters I already have. I'm pretty happy with both of those displays. So
yeah.
I think I share that kind of like sentiment with the Legends and that stuff. I think I'm kind of like I'll be very, very cherry picking now. Like DC is my main love, so I'm all in. I'm all in. Great to see Batman and Robin straight away rather than having to wait for a tall ass Robin that doesn't scale with Batman, or who is small but has a weird looking face. McFarlane, sorry.
Yeah. No, I love that they went with just some classic choices up front, Don't dick around for a couple of years and make people wait. I mean, they're going to do a little bit of that because that's just what toy companies do, right? They're in it for a long haul, so you can't give everything up front. But to hit with, I mean, you like you said, Z-Man, with Robin coming out like right there, that's a great move. And of course, we don't know what's going to be in the next tier up. I assume it's not going to be the same character choices. Or maybe that's how they do it with the wrestling stuff. I'm not super familiar, but
wrestling stuff. It's like,
yeah,
they sometimes do the same look, or sometimes they'll do it but with more accessories and more articulation. So it's like, you don't know. But with superheroes, it kind of works in that favor. So it probably is a good thing. But the Robin, the one thing I'm like, it looks like Tim Drake with the R, but then the trousers look like Dick Grayson's Robin look in the World's Finest comic, which has made me like, is that Tim Drake? Is that Dick Grayson?
I think it's Tim. I mean, Tim Drake has had green pants in comics, and there was a DC Universe Classics figure that was almost this specific costume.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it's got to be Tim, because it's the R. The R is the most Tim thing. But the World Finest stuff, just like that comic run, it's a Dan Mora, and the Batman has that kind of Dan Mora look. So I'm like, oh, is it that? I'm still gonna get it, but
I'm interested with seeing this. I'm really glad that we got to see this. I think that many people that took a second and thought about it, or at least like learned what they were looking at afterwards and realized that this wasn't the collector line, I could see like these look good for what they say that they are, and hopefully add some excitement to what's coming next. Because as we saw from Dan's comments, and even comments that I got on myself, people were DMing me and they were like, these look like shit, dude. You don't know nothing. And like, you were hating on McFarlane. And it was like, hey, did you watch the video? Did you read the statements? Did you know? Yeah, because you're an idiot. But so I think these look good. I will say that like in my head a little bit, and it's me like comparing what I know about the wrestling line, is that like I'm very interested to see when we get the collector stuff, like what's going to be wave 1, right? Like what's going to be wave 2, because I think when Mattel took over wrestling, like I think they did it in such an interesting way. It's like, think of like John Cena didn't come out until wave 3. And it's like, and they took over in like 2010, so it's like John Cena was huge.
Yeah.
So it's like that's not that you're like thinking who you're going to get in wave 1. So it's like, I'm very interested to see and how they play that. Like to your point, Kenny, like they're in it for the long haul. And so they're going to give you a little bit of what you want and then, string you along to get the good point. So I'm excited to see that just because it's fun.
Knowing Mattel, like from collecting DC figures way back when, I would not be surprised at all if within the first year, maybe 15 months, you have at least the Trinity and a couple more Justice League members on your shelf. And then after that, probably a little more sprinkled, but they're going to want to get people started off the right way. And the people who are working on this obviously looking at this character selection, realized that. So
Yeah.
And as far as people trying to, bring McFarlane into it, like these look like people, like the anatomy is human-ish. Like I just like articulation aside, this is already a huge improvement over the McFarlane stuff. So like, yeah, like I know people's first instinct on the internet is to whine and cry, but like chill out. Probably around New York Comic-Con, we might see some stuff because they said closer to release. And I'm sure there's a window of how soon that they can market it. And it may not even be, they may not even be able to do it in New York. It may be later in the year, but we'll see stuff. And then pretty soon after that, we'll have stuff in hand. And, it's already a huge improvement. Like, calm down.
I'm very excited for these. Like, go back to that Skeletor, like the hoodie they gave him, like that looked like cloth goods and stuff. So in the Ultimates line, like if they incorporate like those kind of cloth goods, like for a Shazam or something, that'd be amazing. Like I'm really excited for the adult versions of these figures. Not necessarily these, but these are fine. These are going to be like $11.99. Like, these are for kids to go, and they don't have to be like, oh, Darth Vader's $27.99. You can't get them, because like I saw that interaction between a parent and a kid. So this is good, but I think the adult stuff's gonna be awesome, hopefully.
And it's a good way too to kind of like inject some life into collecting, right? Because a lot of companies are making it less and less approachable for new collectors or even people who've been collecting for a long time, right? Like people are gonna get priced out of stuff, and to
especially kids. Kids, like I don't have any kids, but like when you give them allowance, do they still get money, or are you Apple paying them? I don't know how that works. Like, so do they still just have a 20? And like they can't spend. I don't know. Maybe they're getting Apple Pay. I don't know. How do you pay your kid? Who has kids here? Anybody? We don't know. All right, never mind. But I'm just saying, if you're a kid and you have a $20 bill,
Yeah, if you have a figure, you look at this, right, and your choice is to spend $28 on a Marvel Legends figure or 13. I don't know how much this line is going to be. Probably like 15, right? But $15.
The wrestling ones are like $11.99, I think.
Okay,
for the
that'd be great. Yeah. So the kid's going to go after that, and maybe it'll also let DC get a little bit more love. I feel like it's always kind of been the way that Marvel receives a little bit more love than DC, at least on the surface levels, right? So I'm looking forward to this. I'm very excited to see where this goes. Fall 2026.
Yeah, I mean, I used to have a huge DC Direct collection. I had like all the Justice League Unlimited figures that Mattel did. I had almost a complete collection of the DC Infinite Heroes. I had DC Universe Classics. I sold all that stuff off. I don't miss any of it, but I sold it off as like around the time that Jim Lee was elevated and he and Dan DiDio introduced the new 52 and all that. Right. And I had already been losing my taste for DC since Dan DiDio had come to the company. But that was the end of it for me. And with all that stuff being undone now, and even like the movie and TV stuff has been undone. Like it's that's all behind it. It's a good time to get back into it now. And I'm glad that that they're going to be doing these.
That's good. That's good.
Good stuff. Well, let's see. So, all right, we got about 15 minutes to go. But all right. Well, does anybody have anything else they want me to bring up, or anything you want to show off you picked up recently as we start to wind down here?
My favorite part.
Sorry, go ahead.
My favorite part of this whole Toy Fair thing was trying to hear people pronounce the name of
German
the Toy
words?
Fair. Spielwarenmesse. Like spell or write, like actually like spell it out or say it. Nobody can say Spielwarenmesse. It literally means toy fair, so you could just call it toy fair.
Good stuff. John, you were going to say something?
I was going to say the Big Bad Workshop Gridiron Warfare Skull Crushers figures went up for pre-order today. It's like a companion spin-off line to Operation Monster Force. They had already solicited the Commander Gridiron figure, which uses Mark's likeness, the guy who owns Gridiron Studios, and so these are like the soldiers for him, and branded with his company and everything. They had already been shown. And they had, I think, a paint sample at San Diego, but they did go up for pre-order yesterday.
Awesome. I'll probably pre-order one.
Yeah, this looks pretty cool.
I pre-ordered too.
So did I.
I would say, in terms of this DC line, I think what could be awesome, and my background is that for the kids line to do play sets that could be awesome dioramas for the collector line. So like a Batcave with a suit chamber, like a bat suit chamber, and also a Robin memorial chamber. That would be sick. I think that's like
I don't think they're gonna do that in the kids line.
Well, as the Robin,
this Robin got beat to death with a fucking crowbar. I don't think they're gonna do that.
I mean, you can't like just say it's a Robin suit, and then people in the know would be like, "Ah, shit, that's Jason Todd's suit, man. That's Jason."
You're expecting too much.
I am expecting too much, but I'm also like, it'd be so fun to like just have like play sets that could work in your collection, because it's you got with WWE you have like the wrestling rings and whatever kind of like play sets they have. So imagine for the DC stuff, something cool like, I don't know, like a the Daily Planet.
We are open to the possibility of more crowdfund play sets. They do because they do the wrestling crowdfunds as well.
And exclusive releases on the Mattel Creation site too. That's absolutely going to be a thing.
I would back Fortress of Solitude if they throw that my way, for sure.
I know you would.
I don't think I need to tell anybody. Yeah, exactly.
That with like tiers of like the Kryptonian robots, the statue of Jor-El, and
that would be fantastic.
He's getting so excited.
I feel like this is like another stream topic of like potential play sets, or like potential kind of like campaigns that DC could do, as in the Mattel DC line could do.
Yeah.
Hey, don't give it all here, Z man. Put that in your app. Who's co-host? Put these ideas in your app.
That's right. That's right. Jared Burns says we use is it Revolut? Is that right?
Revolut.
In Ireland, just to show the difference, my 12-year-old bought a Ninjago Lego set today. My 15-year-old bought a bottle of Hugo out of their allowance. He used to be a big Black Series collector. Okay, so there you go. Still allowances, no Apple Pay. Revolut. Okay.
Still weird when people I know have children. I don't feel like I'm old enough to be a mother. And everybody's like, my kid is 17. And I'm like...
I have an ex-girlfriend whose kid has a kid. So that's horrifying. Yeah.
So there you go. And then I pulled up the Big Bad Workshop stuff here just so everybody.
I was raising my hand, but I was going to wait politely. Yeah, that's what John, I thought you look at me.
I did. I was like, why is Lorenz raising his hand?
Right.
It's being polite.
We're talking about this again now, so good, John.
I was pulling it up as a visual for everybody out there.
I mean,
I was talking about
it's an army builder. It comes with like all three of the heads you see there, and it will also come with a blind bag with a different colorway for the middle head there, and that's going to be random. And one of them they haven't shown, but it'll be one of those four.
That's awesome.
Do you know what sucks about this? This guy, like, this looks really cool, and I know like that the figures are really good, but because I'm an American just the whole current situation has put a damper on assholes and ski masks for me.
Yeah.
And it's killing me. I'm like, do I just like the Skull Crusher mask is kind of cool. It's a departure. Maybe I'll just get one. But like, it sucks that has happened. I look at this guy and I'm like, fuck you, go home.
If you like the style and would prefer like the head that's off to the left, that's not the balaclava, the Commander Gridiron figure has just the Mark's unmasked like likeness, and then that alternate head with the like breather apparatus and everything.
Right.
So that might be a better choice for you then.
Yeah. I do like having I'd like to have a little group of like my soldiers, and I'm in for the women that they're doing 100%.
Oh yeah,
I'm all over those.
The sculpts, the digital sculpts they showed this week for the Order of Joan of Arc or whatever it is. Those look amazing. I'm definitely getting 3 of those, one for each of the face
look.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. I'm hoping we closer, obviously with the whatever wave is going to be coming soon.
It's multiple.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping at MCM, both at May and probably October. Obviously, October is probably more reasonable. That Kapow will have these in person, because that's how I got them most of the time. Otherwise, I'm getting it from BBTS directly, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad. But
I want to know what Lorenz was trying to say.
Yeah. Lorenz, what do you
I was just gonna show off pickups.
Did you
get some GoBots?
I did get some GoBots.
Awesome.
But first I'll do Marvel Legend.
Hey,
Ice.
Yeah. Iceman.
Okay.
I got rid of the retro carded one because I had that one, and I'm in favor of this one just to upgrade slightly. So I'm just did that. So that was fun. I'm happy to have gotten that in. But then the other Hot Wheels collab, I showed off the other one that I got. I got the Bone Shaker, so it's both the Hot Wheels collabs. I know that this is a Hot Wheels vehicle that I saw the other day, when he's in Robot. I haven't seen this one anywhere though. So cool to get this. Wind Charger. It's the one. So this is what I'm saying when I didn't stick to what I said I was going to stick to.
Yeah.
This is the BS that I was doing. But then back to one of the lines I said I was going to stick to, Wind Charger from the movie. But then my favorite one that I got because it's so stupid. I'm learning how dumb this. We went into some Beast Wars and we got Big Convoy, and this is the dumbest thing I've ever picked up in my life. This is so stupid. Why did he turn into a woolly mammoth? I don't know. Will I get to that show? Maybe at some point, but not anytime
not in the show.
It's not in the show. It's a different show. It's in it's an anime continuation. So,
and
doesn't count.
Thank you, Lorenz, for showing this, because this I really want it. But also, this is the series where I was talking about. There was that Heinrad transformer who turns into a Tanuki. That the beast form has the big. In Japan they're known for their big balls. And that's what that transformer turns into, and I'm like, oh my god.
Are they only known for their big balls in Japan?
I remember seeing an animated, I think because it was Theo Adams' video on Heinrad, the review of him, and he was showing an animated movie where it shows the Tanuki kind of in animated form, spreading them to use as fur as a glider.
Are you sure you were watching the official show and you weren't just watching somebody's fan-made art?
that was from a different anime, but then Heinrad himself doesn't do anything like that. But he does come with a sake and some other bag that combines into a gun for him. I just watched the review.
I don't know if you're making me happy or more disappointed.
Yeah, because I want to get everything Z-Man just said out of my brain, I would like to remind all of you and the audience that Lorenz only 30 minutes ago was questioning Cloud's discipline. So, and he's holding it this thing, Hot Wheels. So let's just let's reflect on that for a minute.
Yeah. Exactly. We're having fun, okay? Listen, we're having fun.
I mean, that's why I never say I have any like, strict rules. I don't. I'll pick pick something that looks fun, like a Zeus figure that I just was like, oh, that looks cool, or a plunderling,
Well, the things that John brought up, the Skull Crushers, I famously, like 2 weeks ago on this show, said, yeah, I don't do army builders anymore, dog. I'm out. I pre-ordered 2 of those dudes. I got 2 of them. So, we're having fun.
All right. Well, hey, while you're up on the screen, I want to tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at the Blactor, which is there.
There you go. All right. I'll take it to each of you. If you have anything you want to show off, we'll just do it that way. Combine the pickups and goodbyes.
I didn't get anything, so just Compulsive Collector. And if any of Lorenzo's students who watches TikTok lives quit their first fast food job and start selling drugs, I had nothing to do with that. Just to be clear.
This sounds very specific.
I had nothing to do with it.
Okay, so you did just remind me. They've been, you get DM requests on all things. So it's like I have to like block some of them from trying to DM me. They've been sending me videos that they think that I would find funny now, which in a way it's kind of like this weird, cute, endearing thing, because they'll see an action figure video on their page and then DM it to me and be like, Mr. Sims, do you think this is cool? Don't do that.
That's nice. I mean, that's nice, but also
boundaries.
So weird.
You can find me on Instagram, agent_Z-man. I'm doing more photography stuff or, shots. I'm enjoying it, and I'm hoping to do some YouTube at some point. I want to clear my room so I can have a space to record. But yeah, and I did get pickups, but I don't have them near me. They're 2 Mythic Legions. I will post the pictures once I have them out and open.
Fair enough. Christopher Allen.
My most recent pickup is the sewer thing.
Ooh.
Like there's 3 pieces.
I saw pictures of this the other day on Instagram. This looks great. It looks good in person.
Fun. Yeah, I love it. The only thing I wish it stuck out more so you could fit because I have the Punisher van thing. So that.
Who made this?
Cool, but I think it's Mojing Toys or something like that.
Okay.
I probably pronounced that wrong, but
hey, you tried.
I did try. Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know. They have it. If you want it, go buy it. And then you can follow me. We don't got time for that. Kenny got to be on another show, so goodbye.
I'm on Instagram at cloud_network. I have pickups, but they're all over the place. I got a lot of stuff. Follow my Instagram. They'll pop up there at some point, and hopefully Rising Sun ships soon, and I can get back to photography and be less mad about pre-orders.
Well, and can't stay up, but yeah, you can find me here on this channel. This is my channel. You'll be able to find me in 2 minutes over on Justin's channel. That's just Justin Collects for Collecting Justified, which is your typical Saturday show. This is not a Saturday show. Or is it? Who knows? There's no rules. No rules, right? We don't make rules. We make rules for toys and we throw those away. We make rules for this live stream and then throw those away. It's just how things work here. This is Encounter Culture. This was the recap, your inconsistent show about the consistent flow of toy news and information. You can find me at Encounter Culture everywhere. And your grocer's freezer, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. So I'll see you guys over on Justin's channel in a few minutes, but I appreciate everybody for dropping in, everybody here tonight on the panel. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I always appreciate it. You choosing to spend your time with me, and I do thank you for that. So Lorenz, there you go. All right. I'll see everybody again next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Who knows? I don't even know half the time until the stream is actually on. So then sometimes I schedule the stream and then I move the stream. So just everything's falling apart. All right. But hey, I have walls again. So I've got that going for me. Appreciate everybody dropping in, and I will see you next week.
I hate goodbyes.
Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes!